Is this Eve?
Yes, this is she. And who am I speaking to?
I am George's father. I heard from our lawyer that you rejected our offer for settlement, so I asked for your contact information. How is your daughter? Has she not yet regained consciousness?
No, she has not regained consciousness.
Oh, really? That must be difficult for you. Are you staying at the hospital with her day in and day out? Have you not been home?
Yes, I've not been home.
No wonder why you're having trouble making the right decision. Makes sense.
Right decision? What do you want? You're acting like this is not your problem and it's out of your control. Don't you have something else to say?
Of course it is not my problem. My son George did cause the accident, but I don't know anything about your daughter. It is an unfortunate accident. It was unfortunate that George caused this accident at the same time during our busy season.
Excuse me? Unfortunate accident? Are you being serious? Your son hit my daughter with his car. She's in a coma and in a critical condition. How can you say something like that?
You need to calm down. Even if you get upset, your daughter won't regain consciousness, you know? You need to be rational. I want to talk about what we're going to do moving forward. My son is going to inherit everything, so I need to make sure this is resolved out of court. How much do I need to pay you to settle? Name a number and I will make it happen.
Are you being serious with me? Are you thinking that if you pay up you can get away with everything?
George feels bad and he didn't mean it. So therefore I am saying that it is an unfortunate accident. Are you trying to ruin my son's future? That's awful if you are.
I cannot believe the words that are coming out from your mouth. Because of your son, my daughter is in a coma. Do you not realize this?
What are you talking about? My son and your daughter have led very different lives. My son is very special and unique. I am the president of a famous company, and you are a lowly single mother. I cannot believe you think we're on the same level. And I know you are probably living paycheck to paycheck. I am offering to pay the medical expenses and compensate you. How could you possibly say no to this offer?
If you have no plans to apologize, then I cannot accept your offer. I refuse to settle out of court.
Really? Considering how generous I have been, I cannot believe you would refuse this offer. I cannot let my son be branded as a criminal in court. Let me ask you one more time. You don't need the money?
You don't apologize. You think that what your son did was wrong. I refuse to accept even a single penny from you. My opinion will not change.
Okay, I understand. Sure, you are free to make your own decisions. You are entitled to them. But you do have to realize that I will do everything in my power to protect my son. I could care less if you want me to give you the offer again. I hope you don't regret it.
What is wrong with you? You're so demeaning and condescending. Unbelievable. My daughter is fighting for her life as we speak. If you are a parent, you should be able to empathize with my feelings.
Stop being so emotional. It is such a waste of time. Hearing that you will not accept the settlement, that is enough information that I needed.
Adam, what did you do? The police came by and said that they suspect my daughter of stealing your son's car and causing the accident. What's going on? Please explain.
What are you talking about? Oh, I heard that your daughter got expelled from school. My son didn't get expelled. I'm glad that we got fair treatment.
Why did my daughter, who is the victim, get punished? Your son should be the one to get expelled.
Why would my son be expelled? My son had his car stolen by your daughter, and she caused the accident. He is the victim here. Are you having trouble remembering the chain of events because your daughter got in an accident? You should lay off taking care of your daughter and should take a break. Or maybe you should go get checked out at the hospital.
Don't be ridiculous. My daughter was hit by your car and taken to the hospital. We have the doctor's examination records. On top of this, I cannot believe that you're trying to frame my daughter for stealing your son's car. I bet you cut out a deal with the police or the school to frame my daughter and bought them out like you tried to do to me. What? Are you accusing me to bribing? I cannot think of any other reason.
Give me a break. You seem to think that things portrayed in dramas actually happen in real life. It is true that I am privileged, but I am a regular person after all. Although it is true that I do have more money than you.
You think that it's right to do something like this? If you really did get your way by bribing, this will cause major problems for you.
Stop accusing me of things that you cannot prove. I could sue you for defamation, you know. If you don't want to have a more miserable life than what you already have, stay quiet and make the right, reasonable decision.
A miserable life? I was perfectly happy before my daughter got in this accident. You and your son ruined my life.
I told you right from the beginning, I will do everything in my power to protect my son. I warned you. It is your own fault for not accepting the settlement when I offered it. So it's everyone else's fault but your own, huh?
I do not regret at all that I didn't receive the settlement from you. I'm just very shocked at the way you have carried yourself. I too will do everything in my power to protect my daughter. My daughter is the victim, and at this current state, she's being wrongfully accused of stealing and causing this accident. It's just not right.
You are a single mother. What can you possibly do? There is nothing in this world that cannot be bought or resolved with money.
No, that's not true.
Dream on! Looking forward to hearing what you have planned. Show me what you as a pauper is made of. Looking forward to it. Hey, is it your doing? Delete the video now. It is against the law to upload videos of my son without his consent. I will sue you if you do not delete it!
What are you referring to?
Stop playing dumb! The video that you upload onto social media! My son was crying and showed me the video. His classmates know all about it too! Did you think that we wouldn't find out about it?
Ah, that video where the criminal is boasting that his father covered up for him? I have no idea what you're talking about. This video was recorded on the college campus, right? I was told about this video from my daughter's friend. Your son seems to be so special. No child knows how dear he is to his parents. Your son seems to have a very bad reputation on campus, so it may be that someone who was bullied by your son recorded the video for revenge.
What? George is popular and he always has people around him who want to be friends with him.
Oh, really? Not what I heard? I heard that he's very handsy with girls and is always very condescending, and that he assaults his classmates and doesn't even go to class. He's notorious for being such a bad student. You probably don't even understand your son as much as you think you do. Maybe you need to communicate with him more.
Are you making fun of me and my son?
I'm not. I'm just telling you the truth. Think about it. Did he have any friends that supported him through all of this? Does he have anyone that will worry for him and empathize? Considering that this video was recorded on campus, you would think that if he has all of those friends and connections, it would be easy to figure out who was the culprit. Even if you found the culprit who filmed it, it should be no problem for you because they have edited over his face.
What do you want to say?
There are things that money cannot buy. As we speak, my daughter's friends are petitioning to overturn the decision to expel my daughter, and they are looking for eyewitnesses that would help to testify that my daughter did not cause this accident. My daughter has friends that want to support her and clear her name. The video on social media is only being shared amongst people affiliated with the college, but when this spreads even further, everyone will know about all of the crimes that you have committed. So I ask that you come clean about the crimes that your son has committed and what you did to get your way with the police and the college. It's better for your son in the long run to make sure he takes full responsibility of what he has done. You shouldn't be teaching your son that you can cover up any of your wrongdoings with money.
Are you stupid? Why would I go through the trouble of covering anything up? I already hired a lawyer that specializes in internet bullying and slander. I will make it my mission to ruin you and anyone else who is taking your side. Because of you, one young man's dreams and hopes are being ruined. I told you. You need to realize that a pauper like you could never win against me.
Oh, really? So you don't think that you did anything wrong? Then I too will make it my life's mission to ruin your life. Honestly, I really don't want to do anything like this.
What, you have a plan or something? Give me a break. Do you really think that some kids banding together to petition is a part of your grand plan?
Oh, you'll see.
Hey, what did you do? My client just contacted me and told me they can no longer work with me. Is it you?
Not just that. Did you check your social media?
Why is that famous person commenting on the video? Did you also hire someone with money?
They are my friends. We have been through everything together, and they are the people who care about my well-being. To you, I might be some single mother that you can cast away, but I have strong relationships and bonds with friends that are really willing to help me. It's true that I don't have as much money as you, but the assets that I have are priceless. The relationships that I have are stronger than any relationships that are transactional and involve money.
You are ridiculous. How does this benefit your friends?
It's not about who benefits. They assured me that they will do everything in their power to be of help to me when my daughter and I are in a tough situation. It's not what I can do on my own, but it's about the connections that you establish and teamwork. You should know this considering that you are the president of your company.
Stop talking nonsense about friendships! Some people are so stupid and blind. You do realize that the police side with me, right? That your daughter stole my son's car! Who cares that you have friends or connections with some famous person? It will just be a blip on the news.
Don't worry, I'm just getting started. I'm asking an acquaintance who is a police officer to reinvestigate this accident.
Excuse me? What? You have a connection in the police force too? Who are you? Who is that connection? What is his name? I will contact him directly. Tell me his name!
Why would I tell you? Also, the police should be there in a short bit. The police officers heading the reinvestigation are higher ups, much more higher than those that you have bribed. They have integrity and are not swayed by monetary bribes. Please admit your wrongdoing and pay the consequences. This is no longer just an issue between you and me. The police are fully involved and there's no turning back.
Hold on, stop! Please, stop! I admit defeat. I will make George pay for what he has done. You happy?
Oh, so you think yourself will get away with what you have done?
Think about it. If I get arrested, what will the company do? Thousands of employees will lose their jobs and livelihoods. Can you take responsibility for that?
I could care less. It's a direct consequence of your actions. You're responsible for thousands of people's lives, but you committed these crimes? Just because you get arrested, the company won't go bankrupt. I mean, if your son becomes president, who knows what will happen then?
What do you want? Do you enjoy causing us pain? You are a lowly pauper. How dare you tell me what to do?
You always made it a point to be condescending. But from the start, I never thought that you were better than me. I told you what I want from the beginning. I want you to apologize. Are you stupid?
I apologize. You happy? I apologize, so do what I say!
If you think that that is an apology, you need to rethink everything that you've learned until now. Your son hit my daughter with his car, and she's still in coma. I pray every day that she will regain consciousness. Do you not have anyone who you truly care for from the bottom of your heart? Did no one scold you growing up? Or maybe Have you never been loved or cared for?
Shut up! Since we were born better and more superior than you! People like you are able to live a mundane, repetitive, boring life because of people like me. We are different from each other.
I feel sorry for you that you're so short-sighted. You have led a very unfulfilling life. It is true that thanks to your family's fortunes, you did lead a life without financial burden or stress. As you said, maybe it's true that you have learned things that are different from us, regular folks. But Adam, when you look back on your life, can you truly say that you have lived a life that is fulfilling emotionally? To me, you seem superficial and unfulfilled.
Everything revolves around money. You need money to survive. How much do you want? I could give you money to last you a lifetime.
I don't want any money. I could care less about money if my daughter regains consciousness.
Are you stupid? You really are stupid. That's why you are so poor.
I could care less what you think. I'm happy being poor. I have my daughter, who is the most important asset. I don't need any money if my daughter regains consciousness. Upon reinvestigation of the case, Adam and George were arrested. For a while, it was all over the news that the president of a prominent company tried to cover up his son's accident with money. They were chased by the press, but I was relieved that my daughter was proven innocent, and that she was the true victim in this accident. My daughter then regained consciousness and was released to recover at home. The college reversed their decision to expel her, and she plans to resume classes. I was wary of the college considering what they had done to my daughter, but the staff that received the bribes left the college and were reassured that this will never happen again. And George, who hit my daughter with his car, sends her apology notes from prison every month. I was very cautious of letting them communicate with each other, but my daughter visited George in the prison, where he's serving his sentence. George cried and he apologized profusely, and she forgave him. I asked her why she forgave George, and she said, "I don't know about his father, but he was genuinely apologetic. I'm very proud of my daughter for being as forgiving as she is. She's similar in that respect to my late husband. I'm not as forgiving as she is." As Adam said, I think it is true that it's possible to get what you want with money. But I want to keep believing that not everything can be bought with money. This is true considering that my friends helped me out of the goodness of their hearts, and not for money, and nothing can top the fact that my daughter grew up to be so forgiving and kind.